giving a warm welcome to our officiating crew this evening. And next, tonight's opponents from Ballard FC. Starting for Ballard, number 3, Luke Hammond. Number 6, Beto Apolinar. Number 11, Zach Ramsey. Number 13, Charlie Lanfear. Number 14, Joe Dale. Number 20, Isaac Ketchum. Number 23, Sean Sent. Number 25, A.P. Menefez. Number 27, Cameron Cruz. Number 29, Charlie Kosatoff. And number 33, Omar Gray. And now, Ballard fans, get on your feet and make some noise for your Portland Pickles FC! Starting tonight, number 2, Jay White. Number 4, Mason Bradley. Number 5, Oliver Yapa. Number 9, Jaden Dubois. Number 10, Bryn Seppington. Number 12, Boris Sagafri. Number 13, Michael Dew. Number 14, F.A. Elor. Number 17, Donovan McClellan. Number 23, Lloyd Boye. And number 27, Wiley Trulio. Bands up for your Portland Pickles FC. And this time we ask that you are able to please stand for a performance of the Star Spangled Banner performed by Natalie Mann.
Oh, see, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets with flame, their bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, see, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome into UO Portland Stadium for the final game of the regular season and the inaugural season for the Portland Pickles. They saved the best opponent for last, the 2023 USL League Two national champs in Ballard FC. Many players who have achieved that summit of USL League Two are still on the roster and in the starting lineup tonight for Ballard. It was also confirmed last weekend that Ballard won their 3rd consecutive Northwest title, 3 in 4 years since joining the league in 2022. Portland Pickles trying to walk in the footsteps of what Ballard have achieved in their 4th season. For the Portland Bangers in their final game of their first ever season, here's how they line up. Quinn Sappington, number 10, gets his first start of the year. The backup keeper getting his first valuable minutes of the campaign. Jay Klein at left back, Mason Bradley at right. Donovan McClellan and Michael Dunn will be the center back partners. In midfield, it's a clean sweep of University of Portland players and F.A. Aurora out left. Oliver Yippa holding it down in the middle. And then Wiley Trujillo will be the right-sided center mid. Up top in the 4-3-3 formation will be Loic Borres, who can sometimes play as a fullback, but today will be solely focused on attacking at left wing. Fela Sagafi, who's got 2 goals in his last 2 games at right wing, and Jaden Dubon gets the start in front of Drew Peterson, which is relatively a surprise considering Peterson has gotten the start in every game since he achieved a hat trick. Let's take a look at how Ballard FC start tonight's game. It will be a 3-5-2 formation, meaning they have 3 center backs. Those 3 are A.B. Zemenfez, number 25, Omar Gray, number 33, and Isaac Ketchman will be the final defender. They are also playing with wingbacks in this formation, who will be in charge of bursting up and down the touchline all match long. That will be Joseph Dale and Luke Hammond, their captain out of Seattle University. In midfield will be Beto Apolinar, Zachary Ramsey, Charles Lenfier, and the 2 up top will be Cameron Cruz and University of Washington striker Charlie Kosakov. This Ballard team heavily littered with University of Washington players and a few from Seattle U as well. While for the Portland Bangers, they're spread out a little bit more. The university they're most profiled by is the University of Portland. On the season, Ballard FC currently first, and they've clinched first in the Northwest Division with an undefeated 9-win, 3-loss, and 9-win, 3-draw, and 0-loss record. Their 35 goals is top 10 in the country in USL League Two. And the most impressive stat with this team as a whole, just 4 goals against through their 12 games. That is the second least given up in the nation. While for the Portland Bangers, they have given up 11 more goals. That is good for second in the Northwest Division. So expect a defensive display tonight. Portland has a hill to climb, and they're hoping to take down Ballard, which will be their first loss in over a year of Northwest League Two action. Can't wait to call it. Let's get underway at UO Portland Stadium. Your officials for today's game are Ryan Jung, Hector Morales, and Justin St. Pierre. The head coach is, of course, Jorge Villafana for the Portland Bangers, and head coach for Ballard is James Riley. Interestingly, those two were actually teammates together in Major League Soccer with Chivas USA in 2012. Not together, but each have an MLS Cup to their name as well. James Riley did it in 2014 with the LA Galaxy, and Jorge Villafana did it right here in town with the Portland Timbers in 2015. Looks like the officials are having some errors on the side, and they're making sure everything is checked and balanced before we can get this game underway. Inside the center circle, it'll be the Portland Bangers starting this game. A few new names in the starting lineup, including Wiley Trujillo, who's on the ball right now, number 26. Made his first start of the season on the road, a 3-1 loss to Lane United. Portland had a slow start to the season, just 1 result in their opening 7 matches. Not able to get their scoring laces on. But in the back half of the season, they've arguably been the second best team in the division, only after Ballard. They had a 5-game unbeaten stretch, which in a normal year could get you in to the playoff picture, but they were playing catch-up from the start of the campaign. And to stay loose, Portland playing around with the ball. As you can see, Ryan Jung still having a conversation. Loic Borres there for Portland. He just transferred to University of Gonzaga. Ballard just 1 of 5 teams unbeaten in all of USL League Two of the 144 active. If you're a Portlander and haven't heard of Ballard, it's kind of a nestled neighborhood in the northwest of the Seattle region. So the last loss for Ballard, which Portland is hoping to make tonight, was July 6, 2024 versus Lane United FC. So what happened to an Oregon team the first time around, we're hoping that the same stays. Leading goal scorer, at least in the starting lineup tonight for Ballard FC, is Joseph Dale. And here may be the reason we have a stoppage in the game. Got to fix that net. If the ball hits there, generally it's going to be a good thing for Portland in the first 45 minutes. So it may as well be worth fixing. Player to watch for the Portland Bingers tonight, number 14, F.A. Aurora, getting his first start as a Portland Binger at home, though he's gotten the nod on the road in the last two. Aurora was the 12th pick in the most recent Major League Soccer draft by the Colorado Rapids. Decided to come back to University of Portland for one more year. They can elect to go back to Colorado or re-enter the draft if you'd like to be selected by another team. And we're underway here in the Keg Cup. While this is the inaugural presentation of the trophy, this is the second part of two games. It's the aggregate score between the two meetings of Portland and Ballard. First time around, it was a narrow 1-0 win for Ballard up north. Portland hoping to change that. Valasagafi shouldered off the ball by Luke Hammond. He's going to his senior season at Seattle University. Second year as a consistent starter for this Ballard side. Captain taking his time on the throw-in. Dubon gets past his man, an early chance for the Portland Bingers. Out wide to Loic Borres. Borres winds up and sees his shot blocked right away. Ballard allow about as many shots on goal per game as other teams do goals, and just 4 total strikes against them in the entirety of this season. They have not given up more than 1 goal this campaign. But Portland have done a really good job defensively in the last half of the season as well. Since the season opener where they lost 3-1 to Bigfoot, they haven't given up more than 2 goals in a single contest. Mason Bradley puts McClellan in a pickle. Forced up the line, trying to find Valasagafi, who has played almost everywhere for this team except in defense. Here's F.A. Aurora with some space to think. The former WCC Freshman of the Year reaches Loic Borres, who plays in that same conference with Gonzaga. Jay Klein, the oldest player on this pitch for either team at 27 years old. Close second is Omar Gray, number 33, a center back for Ballard. 25-year-old, a former Pac-12 champion with the Washington Huskies. Early possession for Portland, and an audacious ball forward. It was deflected by Zachary Ramsey, another player from the University of Washington. First touch of the game for goalkeeper Charles Lanfear. 2 years as the starter in Seattle University have been a great 2 years. In 2023 was the Western Athletic Conference regular season champion. Last year they did one better, did the tournament champion, who earned the automatic bid into the NCAA tournament. From an individual standpoint, he was the WAC goalie of the year. For the Bangers today, more of an unknown in net in Quinn Sappington. He's a backup goalkeeper at Western Washington, still looking for his first collegiate start after he redshirted in 2023 and didn't make a regular season appearance in 2024. He's hoping a good performance today against the best team in USL League Two this side of the Mississippi can get him some collegiate minutes in the upcoming season. It's been a stop and start beginning to this match. I think the trainer will walk over to Loic Borres, who is required to step off the pitch on the restart. And I believe once this ball is chucked into play, Borres can hop right back over the chalk. Faking the quick throw. No possession yet in the attacking third for Ballard. Klein's tackle nearly keeps it that way. The boys in red will get an early corner kick. Ballard FC's inaugural season was 2022. They missed out on first by just a few points to Capital FC. Every year since, they've won the Northwest Division, including the national championship in 2023. Cross towards the back post, and a good catch by Quinn Sappington, his first action of the game. Sappington, while not much collegiate experience the last couple of years, was one of the best in Oregon at the high school level at Central Catholic, 3-time varsity letter winner, and the 2022 6A Mount Hood Conference Goalkeeper of the Year. F.A. Aurora, Michael Dump, like a quick 1-2. Jaden Dubon has a chance at this ball. He'll get there first. Dubon, the striker, stretched out wide. A few step overs, makes his cut towards the end line, and will go out for a goal kick. You have to be audacious against this Ballard back line. You're not going to get through them by simple passing. They aren't going to make the mistakes. You have to force offensive soccer against them. Portland unbeaten 4 straight home matches. Although they were eliminated from postseason contention, a win against Ballard would feel just as good as making the playoffs. Lanfear thinks about what to do. Jess gets it over the locks of Oliver Yippa in midfield. Michael Dunn puts his studs on top of the ball and finds Jay Klein. In his own defensive third, has to cut back up the other way. Fed up the line. Jaden Dubon's going to be second to the ball. Ballard possession. As the ball ping-pongs across the halfway line a few times, and they'll recycle play back with Lanfear. More accurate distribution this time around, and Hammond will have some time to think. The captain goes long over the top, testing McCullen, but the Portland Bengals center back wins the initial header. Flick on ball. He's got to be careful. Don't want a high boot in the PK area and give away a cheap penalty. 7th minute of action. Each team have had their chances, scoreless so far. Thanks for joining us for the final game of the season. First place, Ballard FC visiting 4th place, the Portland Bengals. Ballard will have one more game after this, of formality essentially, since they've won the league already. We're taking on Snohomish, who currently sits 2nd, and they desperately need that win. Snohomish does, to try to make the playoffs. For the Portland Bengals, for most of the year, they've played a game or two more than everybody else around them, which gave them more days of break in early July here. And this is their final game of their inaugural season in 2025. But you better believe they'll be back and better than ever in 2026. Ramsey plays it back to Ketchum. Dunn sticks his boot in. Running onto the ball is Omar Gray, 25-year-old who graduated from University of Washington in 2022, was a pro player with Houston Dynamo 2 in MLS Next Pro. Spent some time on loan at San Antonio FC and the USL. High level of play, 2 divisions above this. Falasagafi takes it away. Wiley Trujillo cuts in and out. He's got to be careful. A tackle nearly comes in from behind. He's got runners going forward. Releases the ball up the line, and Jaden Dubon couldn't even get there. Out of play. Portland looking to capitalize off of the poor play and possession by Ballard. Mason Bradley, typically a center back, and will likely play there at University of Portland next year. He's getting some tick at right back. Something that Jorge Villafaña has not been afraid to do. And in these summer leagues, of course, winning is first and foremost, but development going into your college campaign also awfully important. And for center backs, getting to play out of position at right back and left back is a nice change. Get more opportunities to play with the ball. Ballard player down in the center of the park, but they'll continue. Dale. The most goals of anybody of the 22 on the pitch with 4 this season. That would match Drew Peterson's mark, but he's on Portland's bench to start this game. Elliot Spatz of Ballard FC had the lone goal when these two teams met last time. Nice cut in towards the penalty yard. Link-up play is smooth. The sliding challenge comes in, cross towards the back post, headed up and over Quinn Sappington, but too much loft under that ball. It was efficient play around the box, but Ballard not able to get a shot on goal off. It was this sliding challenge right there, which likely prevented a shot and would have been a good one at that by Cameron Cruz at University of Washington. Cruz actually just took a gap year after playing at Grand Canyon as a freshman. Apolinar. Dale fires it high. Ballard starting to press in their last 4 games. Sounds unbelievable, but with opportunities like that, you can understand it. They scored 20 goals and given up just 1. Half of that bagel was eaten in 1 game where they won 11-0. That was over Tacoma. Portland beat 2-1 here at UO Portland Stadium about 3 weeks ago. Hammond on the overlap. Cruz keeps it for now. He's going to pull it back out. Ketchum. Apolinar. Ketchum looks central, 25 yards away from net. Cruz dances past Efe Aurora. Puts it on a planter for Dale. Stretches further out wide. Gray, top of the box, brings it onto his left foot. Use his right instead. Good switch ball, using the length of the pitch. The first touch is a little bit heavy, and Portland could pounce on it. Sliding challenge coming in hard on Mason Bradley. No foul is called. It will be Portland ball nonetheless. I think if anybody can appreciate that sort of tackle, it is Mason Bradley, a center back himself. Soft foul against Portland. Oliver Yippa barking on instructions to his team. And here's that challenge. Let's see if he gets, yeah, I mean, he gets the ball first. You wouldn't blink if it was called a foul, but you can see some of the young fan reactions at the top of your screen there. We tick over into the 14th minute. Ballard's style of play always dictates chances in possession, but if Portland can get a tackle like you saw there, if Mason Bradley was able to get past that initial tackle, they would have had chances. But a lot of teams, to prevent counterattacks going the other way when they have this much talent like Ballard does, of course, a 3-time consecutive winner in the Northwest Division, if you get on the ball, they'll foul you right away just to give their players time to get back. So how harsh does the center official be with his yellow cards will also be a storyline in this game. Michael Dunn for the Bangers. McClellan back to Sappington. Collin back to Dunn. The press is alive by Ballard, but Portland beats it this time around. Wiley Trujillo up the line. Loic Borges is fast, but he had second step to the ball. Jane Dubon will chase down Lanphier. Not the cleanest of distribution, but Ballard retain. Both teams with a nice build out from the back. Pretty soccer. Ramsey. Dale, stonewalled by Jay Klein. The pass leaves some to be desired. Bangers got to get bodies back. Cruz. Ballard head coach James Riley in his second season with the club, played in 7 different stops across Major League Soccer, the most with the Seattle Sounders, and ultimately, as you can tell, that's where he laid down his roots and after his playing career ended about 6 years ago. McClellan for Portland on the ball again. Didn't do a great job the first time, more confident the second, clear and still in the attacking third. Saghafi back to help defend. Thought about playing it to his keeper, but the ball was bobbling on his foot, so sends it high in the sky. A.B. Zemenfez on the back pass. All Loic Borres could do there as the attacker for Portland just grabbing the hand of the Ballard keeper. Dale. Quick cross. Miscommunication. Goalkeeper's out of his net. Trujillo doesn't take the extra touch this time. Loic Borres slows down. Portland can catch their breath with a bit of possession. Bangers an even 500 on the season with 5 wins, 5 losses, and 3 draws to make it even more, knotted up 15 goals for, 15 goals against. Hoping to make their first season a winning one here at UO Portland Stadium. For their first 3 home games of the season, they failed to register a goal. And that certainly changed over the last month and a half. Keg Cup on the line for the first time. The aggregate score between the first 2 meetings. Ballard won 1-0 with Elliot Spatt scoring the only goal in the June 6th meeting at Interbay Stadium. That was a match where, if you watched it on the same stream you're using now, goalkeeper Marcus Norris was unbelievable. Ball over the top of Alice Saghafi. It's going to be promising if he's onside. No flag raised. Saghafi on the right wing, a low cross in front. And if a Portland player was there, it would have been a golden opportunity to aim at the 8x24. McClellan trying to play it up to Oliver Yippa. Center back's out of position for a moment. Mason Bradley finds Dale on the ground to the goal, and the broadcaster catches it. Hammond throwing it back to Ketchum. Here's that chance by Saghafi. If that bounces a little bit kinder. Uh-oh, through on net the other way. Quinn Sappington is down to grab it. Ball still loose for a moment. And out by Portland. Ballard have usually been pretty mechanical at midfield. Drawing Portland in with a quick passing. That time it just went straight over the top. And we're through on net. Here's that chance. Like I said, one quick ball over the top, splits in between the center backs. Flag stayed down, so the player was onside. But good job by Sappington to wall off Charlie Kosakov. Kosakoff, a San Diego, California native, 20 years old at the University of Washington, had 5 goals and 4 assists for the Huskies last year as they made the second round of the NCAA tournament. Portland striker Jaden Dubon, the starter at George Washington University. We didn't have quite as prolific as numbers, but earlier in his collegiate career. Sliced across to Gray. Usual center back starter Christian Engman not starting today. Kosakoff put all his momentum to try to win the header, went to ground right after. Oliver Yippa being dragged down routinely, and this one, advantage will be played for a moment. It is a foul, folks. Top of the box to Trujillo, and it slivers wide of the post. They're not going to call a yellow card either. Oliver Yippa understands the rules of advantage played. It was the right call by Portland. Sagaffi. Dubon, a chance, takes it off the collarbone. Player cuts off the angle. Blandfear, smart, can't use his hands in that situation. If it was a header back to him, he could. But an intentional back pass with your foot, no can do. Portland certainly in this game. It seemed through the first 10 minutes, Ballard was imposing their typical will. But over the last 5, 2 best chances of the game have belonged to Portland. A low cross by Sagaffi and Jaden Dubon nearly being through on net. Gray. Physical against Klein. McClellan gets it away from his penalty arc. Wiley Trujillo. He's been the first man on these counterattacks. Sagaffi's got an army to beat. One roulette takes down a soldier, but not the whole troop. Sean Sent plays it up to Dale. Stretching it out wide to Cruz on the left wing. Mason Bradley conservative in defense. Cruz cuts into his right foot, plays it right up top to Dale. And a through ball, F.A. Aurora hits it instead of allowing his goalkeeper Quinn Sappington to get there. Hammond on the overlap, keeps the cross low. In front, Jay Klein's there, hits off of F.A. Aurora, and out again. Ballard are probing here. Hammond's picking up the sphere off the forehead of Sagaffi. Sent on the ball again. He started this break hoping to end it. Good box-to-box midfielder. Here's Cruz. Ramsey puts some loft under this cross. And Loic Borres does a good job to not give up the chance while also not conceding the corner. Here's when Oliver Yipper was getting draped all across, and the chance coming right here. It was Wiley Trujillo opening up his right foot. Trujillo playing in a bit of a different role than to what I've used to seeing him playing. I've broadcast at the University of Portland the last 3 years, where he's been for the latter 2. Usually plays as a winger or a fullback. He's playing in the heart of midfield for the Portland Bangers tonight. Cruz elects not to take on the 2 defenders. Cruz again, does his little dance, keeps it down low. I don't think Borres could hit that one much harder. Yeah, really nice touchdown, I'll give Ballard that. That was Ketchum, the center back. So Ballard are going to take a different angle from attack. It's been heavily out left, and maybe that's why. Cruz with a low cross. I guess Beto Apolinar was the closest to it, but Portland has done a good job with their fullbacks and specifically their wingers, Loic Borres and Valas Agafi, acting as 5th and 6th defenders against this strong attack. Jaden Dubon really the lone forward up the pitch, and Portland's had a result in kind of hucking balls up to him, to the physical striker. Oliver Yippa's clearance was taken away. His chance to challenge the ball, not successful. And Cruz will take it back into his office. Cruz, just past Aurora. Low cross yet again. This is their best chance. It's these low crosses just outside the 6-yard box, which Ballard FC are feasting on. That's how they got a good chunk of their 11 against Tacoma a few weeks ago. You can see not even a bad clearance, just an unfortunate run. Right off the back of Dale. And there's Dale yet again. Got a call in his cleats. Ball up in the crowd this time. To Menfez and Lanfear. Donning all turquoise. Bodies start to close down on him. Plays it centrally and clipped up by Ramsey. Apolinar. Cruz is open on the left wing. They'll go down that avenue. Mason Bradley's got to sprint out wide. Cruz fires a left-footed shot that is in, if not for the netting, and the UO Portland campus. Cruz 2 goals through 11 games this year, but limited minutes. Portland's leading goal scorer in the season, Drew Peterson, starts this one on the bench. Their high scorer on the pitch right now is Valas Agafi. Here's another nice look at how that ball got back into play. Sign her up for the Bangers. Powerful header back the other way. Sappington, good communication with McClellan. He'll do it again. Borres a decoy on the ball, giving Jay Klein a chance. Trujillo, the midfielder for Portland, is stretched out wide. For Portland, they're trying to get a numerical advantage on one side of the pitch, but it leaves them vulnerable in midfield. You can see 5 red jerseys just around F.A. Aurora. Everybody for Portland kind of stretching a box around the pitch. Turnover, the last thing you need right now. And now the bodies come short to collect. Jane Dubon gets it taken away. First time clip. Right in the path of Joseph Dale. Dale is going to take it himself. Here goes Dale, blocked by Michael Dunn. Dunn just finished his freshman season at University of North Carolina. Collegiate season's not so far away. I would argue about this time next month, you're playing your first preseason games in 2-3 weeks. Your players are reporting to campus and getting training underway. collegiate season has gotten much more of a slog than it used to with conference realignment across the country. For example, Michael Dunn, who plays for UNC, he'll come over to the West Coast a few times. So when you think Atlantic Coast, you think Stanford and Cal. Supporters section, giving a Gray an earful. Diving out is Sappington. A battle of tug-of-war between Kosakov's kit along with McClellan in the box. Kosakov calling for the through ball. Cruz will keep it himself for a moment. Top of the box, Cruz, he's favored his left side. He'll be indecisive this time around. Hammond, the wingback, comes up to support. Apolinar. Top of the box to Menfez, the center back. Puts a tough pass to Corral for Sean Sent. Early cross, Kosakov just over. He is offside nonetheless. That punch out by Sappington behind the play. You could see them tugging on each other's jerseys. McClellan in a much more dangerous spot there as Portland's center back, because if he fouls Kosakov, it's gonna be a penalty. F.A. Aurora dragged down by Apolinar. And he did that to Oliver Yippa before. There could be a chance of a yellow card here. And we'll get one more talking. You can see the official pointing to the left side of the pitch where he did it to Oliver Yippa about 15 minutes ago, and then pointing just where he did it to F.A. Aurora now. And I talked about what Ballard do well, and the reason they've only given up 4 goals this season. If they can get away with stuff like that, why not do it to slow down Portland's break? Yippa cleans up Trujillo's mess. F.A. Aurora. Lofted ball over to Vala Sagafi. One defender goes to ground. Sagafi only needs an inch of space. What can he do with more? And nearly finds the side net. Took a deflection off of someone. Don't think Lanfear, the goalkeeper, got a touch. Let's take a look. Sagafi. That's a tricky move. Probably saying Gray got the bottom of his studs to the ball. Lanfear uses his 6'5" figure. F.A. Aurora, who created that chance, puts on a plate for Klein. Further back to Bradley. Bangers hoping to notch momentum. Ballard haven't lost in league play this year. Borres thinks about winding up initially, will take the second crack and finds it. Just the 5th goal all year Ballard have given up, and that's the best of the bunch. Loic Borres. I thought Borres should have hit it the first time, but that's why he's on the field and not me. Took a while for the tall keeper from Ballard to get to ground, and Borres makes them pay. So currently in the Keg Cup, it is 1-1. Here's a look at that strike, left-footed, beauty. May have not have scouted properly Loic Borres, because he's capable, always uses that wand of a left foot. Just found himself in a new part of the pitch. Portland have to be careful. Don't allow this game to be level just seconds after scoring. In the short term, go into the halftime locker room with a 1-0 lead. In the long term, try to double your lead and win the Keg Cup. Dale takes a look over his shoulder, brings it onto his left foot. Roulettes past F.A. Aurora, finds on his backside, somehow still has the ball. He's doing a bit much here, and Oliver Yippa crashes into him. Dale shouting at the ref for a foul. Gray, good cross towards the back post, nobody there to meet him. James Riley, head coach for Ballard, really wanted to foul on the far side. His team plays on. Hammond. Nice little in-out move. Wiley Trujillo. I talked about how he plays fullback for his college team. You can see it right there. And the clearance hits off Ballard, but thankfully for the team in red, it doesn't go out of play. Sliding challenge also comes in from Trujillo. Too high, but the shorter 5'6" Hammond is able to keep it alive. Oliver Yippa, pass Opolinar. A 2-on-2 break for a moment, but plenty of jerseys in red are getting back. Here's Loic Bourrege, just scored the goal. And now Portland, take a breath. McClellan. Bradley disturbed. And under the pressure, puts it out of play. To Menfez. So Portland's two best chances of the game. Both been from outside of the box. Just before the goal. So Valasagafi working on defender. Pause that thought as Kosakov takes a heavy touch in the box, brings it over his left, and takes a bump off the ball by Dunn. Strong physical soccer. Portland hoping to make it 5 straight unbeaten at home. They lost 2-1 at Lane United on July 2nd, which snapped a 5-match overall unbeaten run. Kosakov, who was down for a few dozen seconds, back up and onto his feet. It's clean, keeping the elbow down. Dunn does a good job, shoulder to shoulder, both parallel on stride. Another great crowd here. Was flirting with being a rainy night, but it's cleared up. Dale's back pass is poor. Valasagafi takes it away. Up the line, he's going to have to pump his arms to try to beat Gray. Ketchum on the ball. Portland not as active in their press. Defending in a 4-4-2 right now with Valasagafi and Jaden Dubon, the two frontmen. When you're the tip of the spear, you got to do the most running, though. F.A. Aurora gets past. Cruz. Goes with the cross early. No Ballard player threatens to even leap. 6 minutes and some change until first half stoppage. Had a few niggling injuries, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get about 2 to 3 minutes. No sub have been needed for either team. For the Bangers, No point in really saving fresh legs at this point. Last game of the season, regardless of the results. For Ballard FC, they'll play again on Saturday at home against Snohomish. And then it was announced they will host the first 2 rounds of USL League Two playoff action. Sappington didn't want to put the ball there. And important that FA Aurora was even in the vicinity to put off the Ballard attackers, because that could have been a shot from 35 at an open net. Does Jorge Villafana, Bangor's head coach, have up his sleeve? He's done a good job this game by essentially putting 4 fullbacks on the pitch, with Wiley Trujillo and Loic Borres playing in more attacking roles, but also having that defensive identity to them. Hammonds being defended by Trujillo. Unfamiliar territory for Ballard. How do they respond being down a goal? It's only happened once this season, and they still ended up winning that game 3-1 with 3 goals in a 6-minute stretch. Here's Cruz at the top of the box. Slings it over to Hammond, who cannons it across. A bit heavy, headed back towards nets, and off a Bangor, I believe, for a corner kick. Not sure if that diving header was a shot attempt at trying to put it back into the box to Kosakov. Regardless, it will be a corner. Header on target, letting it bounce once. It will go down as a shot on goal, but not the most menacing. That shot by Sean Sent, midfielder, who just played 20 games at University of Washington last year. They made the second round of the tournament. Graduated from UW and is going to use his extra year of eligibility to play at UCLA. Sent also played all but 1 match for Ballard last year, so he's got a busy calendar. Klein. Zagafi. He chased from behind. The back heel to Klein is pretty. Portland have to be crisp on passing. With Ballard chasing as much as they do, it's okay to give a strong-willed clearance up. But if you can do what they're doing right now, may as well. FA Aurora. Zagafi extends to Loic Borres, the goal scorer. Aurora scans before receiving the ball, and it's nice by the Bangors. Getting each other's way, though, is Sagafi and Loic Borres. Borres out to defend Gray. Way too much on that cross. Second consecutive ball that's just been delivered with too much force. If you're Ballard, to get back to those low crosses, which caused a lot of chaos in the box. Usually in that situation, worst case scenario, getting a clearance out of Portland, then you can reset in midfield or a corner. And those, you're just allowing for precious seconds to take off before half and give Portland the ball back. How each team's utilize subs in this game will be crucial as well. In theory, this is the most fit these players are all season, being the 14th game of the regular season for Portland and the 13th for Ballard. Good takeaway by Sagafi, showing some of that fitness right there. With the 16-year-old on the ball. Sappington. Borres coming from an offside position. Cruz has flipped to the far side. Does he have better luck against Borres? Not only a minute of first half stoppage time, and Portland's less of the ball, but boy, do they not care. Loic Borres' banger halfway through the first 45. The difference so far, Ballard have loads to talk about, and Portland hoping this continues. Second 45 of action between the Portland Bangers and Ballard FC coming up after this.
All right, fans, it's halftime. Your Bangers FC lead 1-0. We're not going to get out on the field in just a few minutes. Make sure you stick around. All right, you're up, buddy. Good effort, short change. You're a hero in our book. Chris, you ready? Hustle over here, Chris. Make it loud for Chris, everybody. They're making it loud for Saucy. They want Saucy to win. All right, countdown. 3, 2, 1. Spin, Chris. Spin. Hey, a little effort. Love it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kick, Chris. You got it. Over here. Ooh, Saucy's sauced up. Hiya! On the score. All right. All right, Josh. Good effort, Chris. Nice kick, buddy. Josh, you're up. All right, count it down. Here we go, Josh. 3, 2, 1. Spin. Oh, head on the back. You gotta put your head on the back. Your head's not on the back. No? What are you doing these days? I'll just let him keep going. He's having fun. Just let him have his fun. All right, Josh, go ahead and kick. Woo! Let's hear it for Josh, everybody. Hugo, you're up, buddy. Make it loud for Hugo, everybody. Hugo is a former champ. I recognize him. All right. Count him down, Bakersfield. 3, 2, 1. Spin. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Kick. Okay. Kick, Hugo. Kick, Hugo. Kick. Hugo. Hugo has a skill set that was built for this game. Demetrius, you ready? You can tie it up or we'll go to overtime. Down, down. 3, 2, 1. Spin. Spin, Demetrius. Down on the ground. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Kick, Demetrius. Kick. Oh, what an effort. Thanks to our way, everybody. We're on it. Saucy's still our hero. Don't worry. Oh, yeah, you guys want to hear who won this raffle? You guys interested in this raffle at all? Make some noise if you bought a raffle ticket. I'm totally interested in this raffle, Jeremiah. What's that? I am totally interested in this raffle. Oh, if Chelsea's interested, absolutely everybody should be interested. Why is this one frozen? Just kidding. I don't like that one. Just kidding. 515073. Raffle ticket, it's a green ticket, it's 515073. If your name is Jeff Haxner, you want a pink jersey. Where do they go? Where should they report? Go to the front gate if you're 515073 Jeff Haxner. I'll take that way too. You won. Soccer fans, Hilken Community is proud to sponsor the inaugural season of Portland Pickles FC. Have you tried the worst beer ever IPA? Head over to Saucy's Landing Kitchen and grab and go bar and get one today. Bangers only. Sponsor the Portland Pickles. Make sure to pick up a pack of Portland Pickles sausages for purchase starting $6. You can find centers at quality retailers such as New Seasons, Market Choice, Bacon, Fredmeyer, UFC, and many restaurants around town. Visit Center Sausage Company at centers.com. The best bang for your buck. Serving Oregon and Washington. They service all your in-ground pool and spa needs from construction to weekly maintenance. They can do it all. Neptune Pools. Officially is a premier destination for high-quality merchandise, offering a range of premium products that celebrate sports, culture, and lifestyle with a focus on craftsmanship and innovation. We're just about ready to come back from halftime.
I'm here.
Lead 1-0. Get ready to make some noise as we try and bring this inaugural Pacific Northwest Keg Cup home. Banger, 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 banger.
Welcome back for the second half of action at UO Portland Stadium. Thanks for joining us on stream if you can't be here yourself. The Portland Bangers currently up 1-0 on Ballard FC, trying to diminish an unblemished season to date for Ballard, who have not lost in league play in over a year. Teams will switch ends and which is the point of attack, but Portland doesn't seem to have any changes in the lineup thus far. Sean sent. Left side with Cruz. Early cross blocked. Second effort, more of a dribbler. Mason Bradley keeps it alive.
Forgot my SD cards.
Portland content to defend, putting all 11 behind the ball at the halfway line. Low cross, early effort, and high. Marcus Norris also into the game for Portland, so that is one change there. He had several crucial saves in the first edition, well, I should say the first match of the Keg Cup. It is a 2-game aggregate. Keeping that one at just 1-0, which seems even more important now given the circumstances. So Norris out to McClellan. It's nice to see Quinn Sappington get 45 minutes his first half of the season. Fans perked up, anxious and excited, hoping Portland can end their inaugural season the best way possible with a win over who has been the best team in the Northwest over the last couple of years. Jaden Dubon's first touch was near perfect, but got sandwiched out by Zanenfez and Omar Gray. Sun peering through the clouds for the final half of the season. Hammond drags it back to Zemenfes. He's got some loose tape on his left heel, pulls that off. Cruz takes it off the chest. Nora's obliged to have those type of clearances all the time. Ferrer took a bump, no foul called. We continue on. If you're Portland, you don't mind this direct style from Ballard. They have the capabilities to break teams down pass by pass with paper cuts. They're trying to go for the entire chop all at once early in this second half. Here's Gray getting back to the Ballard way. Leave off pass, just a nick of the boot, and Portland able to clear it out again. Corner kick earned by Apolinar. Set pieces may be just what the doctor orders for Ballard. Just the second trip of the year to the state of Oregon for Ballard FC. First time around, they beat Lake United 3-1 at Civic Park. A unique corner routine. Oliver Yippa flicks it out. Hammond trying to keep the ball on the deck. Loose ball, Ballard possession, at least for the meantime. Cruz doesn't wind up, stretches it out wide. First time cross coming in, snatched out by the tall 6'4" Marcus Norris. Quick reactions after just coming into the game at halftime. Sagaffi can't win the ball via header, but Portland get possession from the throw. Clock is their friend. It's moving slow in the 52nd. Dale massively wanted it on the right wing. Just had full sprint. Lets out a yell if he didn't get it. Ballard still maintaining it. Now they go more aggressive with their approach. Cruz doesn't make the most of it initially, but it pops back off his heel. Clipped ball over the top. Marcus Norris sprinting off his line, and I think he took an accidental hit in the place you don't want to from Kosakov. Let's see. Yeah, I think that right wrist, right arm was left out. Yeah, I mean, initially said unintentional because he went and said his apologies. And that is going to be a yellow card for Kosakov. Late one. Don't usually see that in USL League Two so far after the fact, but actions warrant the caution. Norris. A feeling that it's never pleasant, but shouldn't take him out of the game. He's able to toss it out. He'll play it on the ground. Kosakov troubles. Good punt out to Dubon. His pass over to Valasagafi. Needed to be more. Sagafi, he's going to get there. Forward pass to their own by Ballard. Two draped all over him. Tries to play it up the line. What's the decision here? It's a goal kick. Head coach Jorge Villafana and Valasagafi have the same body language with each palm stretched out wide. They're confused. Dale sees the run of Kosakov. First touch is going to be important. It's a good one on the right foot. And Norris gets in the way. Shot looked like it may have been trailing wide the far side. Takes a deflection off the boots of Michael Dunn. And then into the grasp of Norris. First sub of the game for Portland, at least taking his penny off, looks to be Drew Peterson, the usual starting striker for Portland. He's going to have to make a lot out of a little with Portland heavily defensive right now, and you understand why. Ballard FC, #2 in the nation, and that's 144 teams, folks. 144. They're the second best back line in all of that, and they're also a top 10 offensively. So for Portland, you kind of want to choose an identity for the rest of this match. Do you go gung-ho and trying to get that second goal and winning the Keg Cup outright? Or do you want to win this individual game and be strong defensively like that from Loic Borges? Klein gets his pocket picked and the shot goes high. Loic Borges upset with Jay Klein in that one. He worked so hard. He put him at Klein in a bit of a tough situation, but had time to at least boot it up the line. Here comes the first sub of the game. Drew Peterson, best known for this season, grabbing a first half hat trick against West Seattle Junction in a 4-2 win, comes into the game, and out goes Jaden Dupont. So now it'll be a front line to reset it. On the far side looks to be Wiley Trujillo, who began the game in midfield, is now right winger. Up top at striker is Drew Peterson with fresh legs, and a left wing is Loic Borges. Valasagafi, who began the 45 as a right winger, is now playing as the #10 just behind the striker. F.A. Aurora does a good job to win the throw-in for Portland back. Sagafi with his back towards the defense, makes it up the line. He somehow always has that ball velcroed to his cleats. So many bodies converge on him. He's able to open up passing lanes out wide like this. Borges fakes the drop off to Jay Klein. He gets it there this time. Strong sun falling over the UO Portland pitch. Strung together double-digit passes for the first time in this half. Stamina is going to be a factor too. For nearly every weekend of the past month and a half, 2 months, Portland have played 2 games, usually in 3 or 4 days, sometimes even back-to-back. So to have just the 1 game this weekend, throw all your energy at your final contest is valuable. Aurora, now Yepa, he's got options on the far side. It's left-footed pass, intercepted by 2 Ballard players. Sliding challenge by Valasagafi, put him off his run for a moment. Uh-oh, here comes Ballard going the other way. It's with Ramsey. denied. Good job by Norris to cut off the angle, and McClellan, number 17 in Portland's backline, to stay with them stride on stride. Gives it to Klein, stays on side. Right in front of the face of goal. Good action here on both ends. An end-to-end game will live in the neutral third for a moment. FA roar. Klein providing the width as a fullback. He's going to be all over Dale. Will earn the yellow card every day of the week. Dale wanted to continue, not even to wait for the card to be shown. And with Klein getting that yellow, makes you ask a little bit on similar plays that Beto Apolinar had in the first half, in which he didn't receive a yellow, but that one all day was holding on to his defender. And that's what Oliver Yippa is saying right now to the officials, saying, hey, that's the same play in the first half, nothing happened. There's the stop on one end. A lot of movement on the Ballard bench right now. We've hit the hour mark. Generally the standard for when the first subs in games come in. Drew Peterson came in a few moments before for Portland. Trujillo backtracks on Cruz to get the ball away. Excuse me, that was Hammond. It's like at least 4 players coming in for Ballard. That's gonna be a big one. See if they completely change shape as well. What is head coach for Ballard cooking here? Meanwhile, F.A. Aurora in the kitchen gives it over to Drew Peterson. Directed back, Michael Dunn. Sagafi. Defender sprinting right at him. Here's Sagafi. Cuts in and out on the defender, over to his right foot. The sliding challenge, stays on his feet, and the square ball that Peterson at the top of the box, just a stride and a half short. Ramsey again in the box, squared up top, and thankfully Norris was there. Ballard have been wanting to get this, let's count, at least 4 subs in, cut off by the fans here. It might be 5, which would be the full allotment. Isaac Ketchum making it tricky for himself. Drew Peterson, if that ball takes one more bounce, he's there. Over the top to Kosakov, and even he knows he's offside. And here's the chance. Let's start circling some new names. Kai Briscoe, their usual starting right back, going to come into the game. Arjun Venkat, another defender from Renton, Washington. Number 8, Rafi Otero, a pretty talented striker. Number 2, Christian Eggman, a USL League Two Team of the Year defender. So that's 4 of the 5. And one more to catch up on. That's Richard Amen. All right, so we got a pretty much new look Ballard team here. How does it change the shape is the big question. It's essentially an entire new back line right now for Ballard, and Portland's gonna respond with 3 subs of their own. Villanueva, Gunder Miller, and Van Sheffield. Early header won by Christian Eggman. Eggman, a rarity in USL League Two. This is his 4th year with Ballard. He's been there since the start. 2-time All-WCC player at St. Mary's before transferring to San Diego State in 2023. He's got 1 year of college eligibility left. He's been dealing with injuries the last couple. Ball falls nicely to Ramsey, who's been a bright spot here. Goes with a different type of cross to the top of the box with Amen. To Memphis. And Omer Yaya. Here's Yaya on the ball, one of the other new subs. Number 31, he's usually a striker. He's found himself out wide and earned himself a corner. Got the chance to call Omer Yaya a few years ago when Utah Valley visited the University of Portland. In 2024, he had the best offensive season in program history last year with 12 goals and 3 assists. Naturally, he was first team All-Western Athletic Conference. Portland need to wait till the whistle is in their direction. This corner, of course, for Ballard. Richie Amen. Low cross in front, volley effort. Cleanly struck and wide of the net. Norris cemented to the spot. And now Portland should be allowed to bring in their subs. Jay Klein comes out, Wiley Trujillo comes out, and who will be the third?
Number 7, Sheffield. Number 3, Jaime Villanueva. Number 21, Evan.
And the final player to step out will be Oliver Yippa. He'll go out by the goal line. So Gunder Miller is playing an important role here. He's playing as the number 6, meaning the defensive most of the 3 midfielders. F.A. O'Rourke, still new to this team, coming back from a lower body injury, has that chemistry with the player who just subbed off in Oliver Yippa. Gunder Miller and F.A. O'Rourke have not played many minutes together, but it's important they catch up quick. 2/3 of the game has elapsed. This final 25 minutes will certainly feel the longest if you're a Portland fan, and it will feel awfully quick if you're a Ballard FC supporter. Portland have done a good job surviving this first 20 minutes of the half. Only really one solid chance for Ballard overall. Loic Barres tossing it as far as he can, and it will result in a good outcome, a throw-in for Portland further up the line. Miller trying to run onto it. Kai Briscoe has it red. Who's throwing? Red ball. To Memphis. Started this game at center back, has stepped into midfield. A trip by Christian Edman. Sagafi. And Sheffield takes a strong challenge from the captain, Kai Briscoe. Actually currently plays for the Tacoma Stars indoor team in the MASL, so he's a year-round pro. Made the College Cup and won the Pac-12 at the University of Washington when he was there. Sheffield, who just drew the foul, is going to be targeted again. Peterson out to Loic Borges. Oh, Marcus Norris, he's getting held all over, gets the ball out of his cleats, and that is going to be a foul. Portland starting to get out of the skin of Ballard a little bit here. Bangers got to keep their cool. 3 players crowding around the ref. So what Zach Ramsey's arguing is that Norris had his hands on me, and Norris clamoring for the opposite. After a minute stoppage, Portland still have to keep their cool. 1 sub left for each team. Kosakov goes off. Nee Engelman coming into the game, the brother of center back Christian Engelman. Nee played for Mid Lakes United last year. Was formerly a collegiate player at Duke. The longer this game has gone on, the hotter it has gotten. Center official walking slowly, menacingly over to the goalkeeper for Ballard. And I thought he may have had a caution getting ready to be shown. And there is the yellow card. Charles Lanfear takes time away from his side and gets the yellow card. And you can see everybody on the Ballard bench now pointing to their wrist at their figurative and literal watches. Sheffield's fresh. Kai Briscoe gets by him. Otero out to Yaya. I think we got padding there. Portland looking to finish above 500 in their first season of USL League Two play. If it stands, they will. Scored the 5th goal all season against Ballard FC, who clinched the title last weekend. 9 wins, 3 draws, 0 losses for Ballard. Portland 5 wins, 5 losses, 3 draws. They've arguably been the 2nd best team in this division over the last month after a very slow start to the season, which is understandable, a group that has never played together. Here's Engman, pops it up once to himself in a tussle match, has the square ball out left. Is this the chance Ballard are looking for? No. Sauce has got company today. The Germ is here as mascot support. Hopefully he's lifting the keg cup after the game. Toro. Briscoe. Yaya. One of the best college players in Utah, bringing his talents to the Pacific Northwest. Gets to the line. Michael Dunn is there. Dunn plays it softly to F.A. Aurora. Aurora didn't take the cleanest first touch, but still in possession. And off the shin pad of number 12, Engman, throw in Portland. Borres take as much leeway up and down the line and time as he wants. Squeaks through to Van Sheffield. Nice track back by Zemenfez. Zemenfez yet again. Stretched out to the left channel. Gunnar Miller defending. He's did a good job in relief of Oliver Yippa. Headed clearance by McClellan. Goes straight to Ramsey. Ramsey out to Yaya. Yaya puts in the square ball. Back to Ramsey, the number 11. Left-footed shot or across. I don't know. Norris sends a low beamer. Sagafi outsized in that matchup. Lanfear had himself an option. Ballard's starting to get upset when they don't get the ball in places they want. Engman, top of the box, a low one. What a save by Norris. Looks to be shaken up afterwards. Did it hit the knee that he's laboring on right now? That is a strong shot. Got off the top of the laces, and Norris clearly not 100% right now, but Ballard are going to continue as quickly as they can. Portland putting two defenders on the line. Engman in a red for Ballard also there. Save you're going to remember if Portland can collect all 3 points. In the live standings, they would pass over Snohomish United in third. Briscoe. Tangos with Van Sheffield. Fires away a shot and parried wide yet again by Norris. Wall from San Diego stands tall yet again, diving confidently to his left side. Another successfully defended corner by Portland. Paolo Sagafi trying to get to the back of the defender, Otero. F.A. Aurora puts in a crucial challenge. Loic Borres holding on to his knee. Header away by Michael Dunn. Borres still down in the box. Drew Peterson can't get there either. Referee sees Loic Borres slowly getting back up, hobbling on that left peg. Gunnar Miller makes a whiff on the ball. But it doesn't matter, as Briscoe was offside, and now Borres can go down without costing his team. 80th minute. Advantage to Portland. Everybody able to get a drink right now, but of course, to an individual, not so much of one. So Norris got hurt about 3 minutes ago in his knee. Loic Borres taking a battle scar there also. Those wounds will heal quicker with a win. Been a halves of nearly for Ballard. Portland hoping to keep that donut on the scoreboard. Engman peels off the last line of defense, and his cross is easily routine for Marcus Norris. Sagafi dragged down from behind. Two hands on each shoulder. Kind of got a kick there too. And then his jersey pulled. Second center back makes a beeline. Michael Dunn helps out his buddy Donovan McClellan. It's like Ritter Sunby and Evan Huber are the next calls to action by Jorge Villafaña. It's crunch time for Ballard. Advantage played. There was a foul against Gunnar Miller. Villanueva can't get past two red jerseys. Ramsey gets the best of F.A. Aurora. Still going. Into the box. By the end line. Shielded it off the ball. Perfectly done. Portland waited a while to make the challenge, but they got it right when they did. Yaya's going to get on the end of it. Thinks about a first-time cross on the volley. Drags it back out near the corner flag. Yaya. Engman hits off the back of his studs. And Yaya irate that they called the ball over the line. The entirety of the sphere has to go over the chalk. And it did. Ritter Sunby will come into the game for F.A. Aurora. Looks like Evan Huber Number 15 comes in for Valasagafi. There's the right decision to bring in Norris for this second half, seeing the saves he's made. Gunnar Miller and Van Sheffield running after the ball. Yaya gets the cross off this time. Huber, the sub into the game, giving Toro a hard time, and a shot from distance will be the friend of Marcus Norris and company. Watching Jorge Villafana, the Bengals head coach, always looking down at his wristwatch. Little plays like that always help out Portland. It's a low line for the Bengals right now. They want nothing over the top to trick them. Center back tandem of Michael Dunn and Donovan McClellan have been near perfect the entire game. They deserve the clean sheet that's being put up right now. Sheffield takes it away from Briscoe. Ball up to Evan Huber, probably not the right choice. Ramsey. A Toro out wide. Into the box. This dangerous. Cross back inside. Engman can't get there. It's going to be cut off by Dunn. Ball takes a high bounce but stays in play. Smart turn by Christian Engman. Briscoe sizing up Loa Corres. Outside the area with Ketchum. Figuring out a way through. The shot comes in and blocked by Michael Dunn. A huge intervention by number 13 for Portland. Ballard have been in the USL League Two top 10 power rankings the entire season. Can Portland take down one of the giants in USL League Two and get rid of another cross there as it goes into the street also? Unfortunately for Portland, there's another ball to play right there. Short corner routine. Portland read it like a book. Reaching the end line though, and across towards the top of the box. Van Sheffield heads it away for just a moment, still in the attacking third. Norris is going to come skying in to get that ball. The stoppage time decision will be a big one. Hold up play by Ingman. Taken away by Ritter Sunby. And then Gunder Miller hits it hard. Venkat. Portland aiming for their marquee win in their young history. Just stoppage time in the way. Goal kick.
Singers don't go crazy.
Limited stoppage time. Getting word only 2 minutes for Ballard FC. Yeah, not able to get there, out of play. Another goal kick for Portland. Feels like one more in that circumstance. They could have it. The bench ready to explode, the sellout crowd to follow.
It's okay.
Gunder Miller goes high. Peterson puts it down low. Van Sheffield gets it taken away. Last charge coming for Ballard. Briscoe over to Yaya. 5 red jerseys make it 6 in the box now. The cross out for a throw.
Are they going to lift it over there, or are they going to come here and lift it?
They're going to treat this like a corner. Yaya's going to chuck this like an outfielder. Gets a good toss on it. Loic Borres, top of the box with Evan Huber. Clears it. Looks like it was last off of Ballard. No, they're going to call it Ballard ball. Ballard need a ball. And that's really the only thing stopping this game. Head coach James Rowley is putting up the 3 signal. Briscoe, a last having to take this throw in. Keeps it low on the ground. Everybody in the box right now for Ballard. Evan Huber wins it. Hit it down the other end, Evan. And it goes out of play. It will be Portland ball. Ballard took it, but it is Portland possession. Just waiting for the final whistle, and Huber fouled up the line. A few seconds left before the whistle goes off. A marquee win to end the season. Borres just forces it into the box. That's all on the whistle of the head official. Is Ballard going to be afforded one more chance? Yaya working on Loic Borres. They're going to get a corner. They will get a corner. Goalkeeper coming up. Lanfear. He's going to have to organize the chaos within the box. Should just about be the final action of the game. Ramsey to take the corner for Ballard. Puts a lot of loft under it towards the back post. Engman wins it initially, and the clearance sees the final whistle. The Portland Bangers, in their final game of the season, hand Ballard FC their first loss in league play in over a year. Ballard's first loss of the season, and Portland end their inaugural campaign with a winning record and move up to third in the standings as well. A lot of upset Ballard players on the sideline. Their perfect campaign comes to a close. A great crowd continuing the sellout trend that Portland has had the entire season. Jorge Villafana and his former teammate James Riley shared pleasantries afterwards as well. A perfect night to close the season, and it just starts the countdown to the season opener in 2026. Quite a cool culmination to see the season coming to an end with a result like this. The lone goal, the winner by Loic Borres in the first half, the difference, and his defensive stuff in the second half helped the result also. Feels like for this one, Portland fans will stay in the crowd a little bit longer to celebrate with their team. Their final record on the season, 6 wins, 5 losses, and 3 draws. Portland with the results in 6 of their final 7 matches overall, while Ballard have 1 game left in the regular season before they host the playoffs. They currently have 9 wins, just the 1 loss to Portland here today, and 3 draws. A top 10 team nationally, and the Portland Bangers take them down. Thanks for joining us all season long here at UO Portland Stadium on the stream. I've been Adam Sussman calling each and every game for you. If you're a Portland Bangers fan, a great night. If you're a Ballard FC fan, your season continues. It certainly does not end here. Lots more to enjoy as well. Have a good night, everybody. Talk to you early in May of next season.
We tied. It was an aggregate score.